Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for the week beginning Monday, the 25th of June, ending Friday, 29th of June, 2018. Excuse me. Believe it or not, we are halfway through the year after this week. It's the end of month, end of quarter, end of half year. A lot of times that leads to a pivot in the market after that. But one of the things it typically does is lead to a dead day on the last day. And since the last day of the month, quarter, and everything is Friday, don't expect much. So we're hoping for some action. We had a great, really solid week in futures and stocks this last week. Almost every day was a winner. We had great, just a lot of good triggers and everything worked awesome. So we're good with that. Hopefully we'll get the same for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. By Thursday, it may start to lighten up as they've already got these stocks where they want them to be for their end of quarter, end of half year bonuses. And Friday's usually a bust. This week, this is also unusual because the week after this one, which is going to be like Christmas essentially. 4th of July is on a Wednesday, so the markets are closed, which means people are going to be taking vacations, leaving this Thursday or Friday. That'll take them all the way to 4th of July or beyond, or they cut out on Tuesday next week. So next week's going to be kind of a bust, and we'll treat it a little bit differently than we do most of the time. But the rest of July could be good. August is one of my favorite trading months of the year. Even though it can be a little light on volume, it usually is a very positive month for us. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But yeah, that 4th of July week's going to be interesting. So let's just get through the end of the quarter here and go from there. So here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form. Let's go through the daily charts of all the major indices, and then we'll look at the intra-week action and call it. So here's crude oil up $3.74, big jump on Friday to 69.28. Not great going into those summer months for people traveling for vacation. Gold up 60 cents, but it's down heavily for the last few weeks and months, so not a problem there. S&P basically up 5 on Friday. Again, it wasn't very exciting. NASDAQ down 19.98, almost 20 points. Just off the highs. Obviously, the SOX down 10. This thing never made new highs. Biotech's down 9, nowhere near highs. The VIX down 87 cents to 1377. The trend at 1.11. NASDAQ volume was 3.9 billion with all the rebalances and everything on Friday. This was a heavy volume day. It was really 2.3 billion at the close before they printed everything after that. Advanced decline ratio on the Nasdaq plus 191, so a few more stocks up than down. Plus 980 on the New York. Google loses 15 cents, which is obviously a blip for Google. Apple down 54 cents, also a blip. Netflix loses $4.35. Tesla or Amazon down 14.55 and Tesla down 13.88. So all the big ones that keep pushing the market up. I mean, we're not making new highs in the stocks and the biotechs, but we're hitting near new highs on the Nasdaq. It's all because of the 5 or 6 stocks, and today they were all down, or on Friday they were down. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, also loses just a penny. Again, it was a really flat session. Goldman Sachs down 96 cents. We made some good money early and happy to have done so because everything after that was eh. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. I'm going to switch this to 10-minute candles just so we can see the week. So if you look at the far left here is the end of the prior Friday. So we gapped down on Monday, tried to rally, didn't fill the gap. Tuesday, another gap down, tried to rally, didn't fill that gap. Wednesday, gapped up, tried to pull back down to fill that gap, didn't, rallied up and filled the gap from the prior day. We never filled the gap from Friday down to Monday open, by the way, for the week, but we did fill that Tuesday one. And then closed basically right where we opened on Wednesday. Thursday, gap down a small amount. By the way, that gap never filled. A lot of gaps here this week, and they never filled. And shot lower, tested the lows of the week at the close on Thursday. And then Friday gapped up and just dead flat. The NASDAQ side, here's what that looks like. Not much different. It was a losing week overall, even though they were up on Wednesday. All right, in terms of economic data for the week, what do we have? We have new home sales here in the U.S. on Monday at 10, S&P Housing Price Index at 9 a.m., Consumer Confidence at 10, Richmond Manufacturing Index at 10, Wednesday, durable orders and the goods trade balance number and preliminary wholesale inventories an hour before the bell, pending home sales at 10 a.m., crude oil inventories at 10:30. Final GDP on Thursday. That's the last look at the first quarter GDP. It won't be a big deal because it's already been revised twice. Unemployment claims, that's the weekly number. Final GDP price index, those are all an hour before the bell. Natty gas an hour into the market, that's the weekly number. On Friday, we've got the price index, the PC price index, personal income and spending, Chicago PMI, and revised University of Michigan sentiment. So it's not a super exciting week. And again, that week after, we're probably not even going to post a lot of calls in the reports. We got that Wednesday holiday. You know, a lot of people being on Monday, Tuesday, some Thursday, Friday, some both. It's going to be a very light volume week with that holiday dead in the middle of the week. And then we'll get back to work after that for sure. And again, this Friday is going to be just really light with the statements printing for the end of month, quarter, and half year. So that's just how it goes. So hopefully we can do some good stuff Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe a little bit Thursday early, and that's it. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so, and we will help you out for a couple of weeks. And have a great 4th of July. If you don't hear from us before that, I don't know that we'll do market previews every day for 4th of July week. Have a great trading week.